Hi, so there's this notion that being an artist means being broke or having to starve because you can't make a living as an artist. This is not necessarily true because I'm an artist and I make a living doing art. So the question is, how is it done? And how does it work? Hi, my name is Luis Escobar. I'm a storyboard artist from the Simpsons television show. I've been working on the show for over 25 years now, and I'm here to empower you. So I'm going to review a book called Real Artists Don't Starve by Jeff Goins. And I don't actually have a physical copy of this book. In fact, I've actually listened to it on audio. So I would recommend either listening to it on audio or buying it digital or buying it in print. The reason I recommend this book is because it gives you, first and foremost, the mindset and the reality of what it is to be an artist and what has to be done. This isn't necessarily the most practical way of being an artist, but what it does do is it talks about these very important elements. It gives you the right mindset. The mindset is so critical to becoming an artist, because so many people tell you the complete opposite, that you can't make it, that it can't be done. And Jeff Goins goes and gives you examples of what other artists that have been successful, how they thought and what they thought and the way they went about doing it. So this is very critical. It also explains to you the market, who you're supposed to be, what's the purpose of art, and how is it that you're supposed to create a business around the art, because a lot of the time artists have these weird misconceptions about what it needs, what they need to do, and it's almost the complete opposite of what you're supposed to do. And so the reason why a lot of artists starve is because they don't have the slightest idea, that they've just got these myths that about what an artist is supposed to be. And this book tends to dispel all those things and starts showing you that no, this is these weird things that you think that you're supposed to do, hide yourself in a hole and just do art and then magically you're just going to make money, is not really the way to go about doing it. And then the third part of the book says it's about money. It's about not treating yourself like garbage. It's about valuing what you do and providing enough value. How do you provide value? What makes your stuff valuable? You have to think about these things. And this book actually shows you through examples what has worked before for other artists and why it's important to think this way. So this book I love for the simple dispelling of myths about being an artist and being able to thrive. And it's always comparing starving artists to thriving artists, starving artists to thriving artists. So it says, this is the myth of that starving artists tend to hold on to. This is what actually works for thriving artists. And every single section, as I listened to it, was, yeah, every single person that I know is thriving as an artist is doing exactly this. They're absolutely doing these things, and that's why it's working for them. And anybody who isn't doing these things is not doing as well. And it shows you how to kind of support the art when the art isn't there yet, and that's also very helpful. When your art is not able to produce the money that you need it to produce, you still need some way to support it before, so that it's like any business. You don't just assume that you're going to be able to live off of business right away. It's not just going to take off for you. You have to build it. And same thing with being an artist. So highly recommend the book by Jeff Goins, Real Artists Don't Starve. I will review a different book that has a slightly more practical application. That book is called Sell Your Soul. I will put that review up next. But for starters, just mindset, just understanding the difference between thriving and starving, and what the actions are that separate a thriving artist from a starving artists, this book is really great for those very things. I will put a link to this book in the description of this video. Okay, so that's it from me. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. All right, bye.